Today, it's a can crushing showdown between a multi-can crusher, a single can crusher, and kind of an evil device I came up with on my own. We're gonna be smashing cans and seeing which one of these things is the best and which is the most fun. Interested? Here we go. This is an honest review. I bought these products at Harbor Freight with my own money. I'm not being compensated in any way, shape, or form. And this one is just my own kind of crazy design. This one runs typically around $10. This one runs around $5. I got a little less than that on sale. So what comes with both of these? Well, in the box you get an instruction manual, the can crusher itself, and some fairly lame screws with some drywall inserts. If your drywall is any more than 1/4 inch, you're gonna have problems installing either one of these can crushers on your wall. So I came up with a couple ideas. First of all, I've reinforced the hardware and I've got a wooden plate mount. Up there, I'll post how I made this design for the mounting plates and how you can connect this to any fence, and I'm working on putting it on any post that you find out in the wild, in your backyard, at parties, so that you can crush all day long. So let's get in more to the details here. This one here has this cage and you can stack multiple cans in. Easy to put together. This is the same lame screws, but you don't even get the drywall inserts on this one. And it's a more simplistic design. Sometimes simple is best. This one is just a 6x6 piece of wood that I had left over from a project. I took a bunch of can lids and some hot glue and kind of made a target slash place to put the cans so that when I go to smash, they stay in place. So now that we have all these guys together, it's time to go outside and crush some cans. So here's the test setup. We have the multi-can crusher, the single can crusher, and the more than fun smasher. We've got a little gauge here to get an indication of how much effort it takes to crush a can, both here and here. We're not gonna be able to hook it up to this. We're just looking for fun factor here. And a bunch of cans to go through. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna test this one first. The advantage this has is that you can do 5 cans supposedly in a row. I tested it out before and I got about 12 pounds worth of effort. Here we go. Yep. Now, it sometimes gets hung up here like that. It seems like you would have to grind this groove down a little bit. I got hung up there. Let's see if we can mash it. Nope. If you got a lot of cans, it might work. I would probably come in here and grind or sand this down to open up this space here so that the cans flow through a little better. Accuracy, they all went inside the container, so that's 100%. So let's move on to the single can and see how much it takes. So the same thing, about 12, 15 pounds worth of effort. Not really hard at all. Now this one doesn't fall down in. You have to kind of give it a little bit of a nudge. But let's smash it, flatten it down. It does flatten the cans a little bit more. Not by much, but it makes a difference. Very basic. I don't know. We'll have to think about it a little bit more, but I'm sensing that I'm liking this one because it's a simpler design than this one. And I don't know how much you save by racking the cans up. Now it's time for a bit of fun factor. I'll show this mallet in a future build. So let's get going and smashing these guys. Hopefully one blow. 2.5. And you flatten it. Pretty solid. The reason why I put this on here is to try to keep that from happening. Let's try putting it upside down. Yeah. So if you start with it upside down, it seems to do a little better. But the fun factor here is off the charts. Yeah, definitely turn the can over on something like this. And just in case anybody asks, this can do 15, 16 ounce cans. And so can this one. It also does a little better job on narrower cans, obviously, based on what I said before. Let's get this over here. Some final thoughts. Fun factor wise, it's hard to beat this. Banging on something, you just have to be a little careful, but this design was a lot of fun and it just is very satisfying, especially maybe after a tough day at work or something like that. This multi-can crusher, I think if you go in there and clean it up a little bit, which I plan to do, it's probably going to be fine. This does have the slot in the bottom where it goes directly into the bin where you're going to have the cans, but just a little flick in here or there. Plus this also has a bottle opener, I just noticed there. Compact design, this one's $10, this one's $5, this one's probably a little more than $5. I think I would gravitate towards this one. Less moving parts, less complicated. And you're not always going to have a whole bunch of cans to line up and crush. But the fun factor is there in all three of these designs. So what do you think? Please post your comments and thoughts and ideas below. Thumbs up, always appreciated. If you're interested in evaluations of products, sports-related builds, designs of all kinds, making and breaking stuff. I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what you're gonna see.